Okay, so didn't think about the fact that a lot of you that follow the pages and follow No Prep Kings and Street Outlaws have never raced. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, guys. I'm just saying you don't understand how this tree thing works. So let me explain this guessing the light thing. That's the big controversy. So here's how a tree works. You have two different kinds of trees. You have a pro tree and you have a sportsman tree. So a sportsman tree will go amber. I've got them all removed because I ain't even used this thing. I mean, look at the dust on it. I haven't used it in fucking forever. But I've got all the ambers removed to where it just shows the green or a red light. So on a sportsman tree, it'll go yellow, yellow, yellow. To where if there's a delay over on the other guy in bracket racing, he's going to see a different bulb and a different green light than this guy. So they stagger the times. So if this car runs 9.0s and this car runs 9.50s because it's bracket racing, this guy's going to get a green light before him to try to make up the difference of the ETs. On a pro tree, first, one guy pulls in, turns pre-stage on. Second guy comes in, turns pre-stage on. So that means both cars are ready. This guy stages, it starts the clock. So here's what a lot of people, let's talk about this, and then I'll go back to burning somebody down. So between the time that these two bulbs are lit together and this green light comes on, they have what they call a 4/10 tree, 5/10 tree, and I think now, and we're going to address it, or I'm going to say that I think the problem, but they've done everything they can to try to keep the guessing from the tree, but here's what guessing the tree is. So you have this delay between both cars that got these bulbs lit, and then if you guys watch, I'm not even going to say it, but if you watch a pro tree, all these light, and then the green light comes on. All three of them, boom, boom. Well, there's a delay. 4/10, 5/10, whatever they've got the tree set at. It can go random. It can be 4 one time, 0.425, 0.450. But here's the guessing part. From the time that both of these are lit till this green bulb comes on, you basically have 4/10 of a second right in here. So when you see somebody cut a 0.001 light, which is fucking as close to perfect as you're going to get, that means he left dead on when this fucking, before this green, just as this green light came on. So he took all of this out of the way. If you don't understand that, let me make it a little simpler. You have 4/10 of a second before this goes green. A perfect light is that you hit that thing in that 4/10 of a second. Perfect. That's what a good light is. But you have a beam that you break. You have rollout on a tire. So if the beam, see if I can make this clear. We're going to get really simple about this shit. Here's the beam. Okay? You have what you call rollout on the tire. Woo, hey, this works good. So, here's the beam. When you pull in, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me turn it sideways. Let's do it this way. Here's the beam. This pin's the beam. You know what? Let me get something a little bigger. Go real street outlaw with it. Hey, I can even go even probably further than that. But don't. So, there's the light. This is your tire. When you're rolling up, watch what it does to the light. Boom. Okay, you're in the beam. You turn that second pre-stage on. Roll out of the tire. This is how guessing the light works. Watch the light. So when you break this beam, that's when the clock starts. Okay? So if you're right here, boom, 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 you're in the light. Look, for this amount of time, if that was solid, you'd see exactly what I'm talking about. Should make it solid so we got everything clear. Here's our tire. We're rolling into the beam. Boom. You're pre-stage. Clock started. But watch this. This is rollout of the tire. The clock don't start till right there. You know what I'm talking about, guys? See that? So, guessing the light, if it's a 4/10 tree, then you can literally, and I was one of the first ones to do it. I did it to Caleb Morton at American Outlaw Live because I'm sitting there thinking, man, I could leave early. And I have the video. The back tires are past the tree before hers ever goes green, or mine goes green. She jumped on me when I had the pump gas motor on the car, so I took the fucking advantage. I knew it wasn't going to go red because it's basic math. From the time this bulb's lit till that green, you have 4/10 of a second. If you go quicker than that, 399, you turn on the red. But your tire and the rollout on your tire can affect that. So, if you bump in and you go in and you got all four lit, let's just do it by the second instead of 10th of a second. You have 1, 2, or 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 before that bulb actually lights. If you want to guess that tree, if you're right in here and you say 1001, 1002, and you turn loose the button, guess what? That rollout of that tire could stay in that beam and not show you as moving before that green comes on. That's what guessing the light is, guys. It's not cutting a perfect light. It would be cutting a perfect light if the ambers were lit. But when you're supposed to go on green, you're not supposed to go till you see the green light. So, now you can, here's something that people don't understand. If you look, there's a filament inside every bulb. You can see that filament. It's like a flashlight. When a flashlight comes on, from the time I hit that button, before it goes real bright, you see that off the sides of the light, you see it like a little spark. That's how you hit a fucking flashlight fast. There's tricks. Arm drop. Point, raise the arms. Now watch before I drop my arms, what's the first thing that moves? My shoulders. So if you leave when somebody's shoulders drop, you're on. Because the shoulder's going to react before the arm does. There's all these different ways of being really good at this. And then there's the way of just what they call guessing. If you hit this before that light goes green, but after that first amber's lit, you're in that window. It's not a red light. Hopefully you guys understand that. Let's talk about burning down. So, I come in and I light my bulb. Robert comes in and lights his bulb. He lights his second bulb. There's a courtesy staging rule, 7 seconds. So I can sit here and fuck off while Robert's over here because he done bumped. And he's in under boost. A turbo car with about 80 degrees transmission temperature per second. If I dick around, I want to burn him down, I just keep easing in. Or I just sit there. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. And I roll in. I done made this turbo car, build another 250 degrees transmission temperature. Converter's hot, motor's hotter. Guess what? I just got an advantage right there. To me, it's a cheating advantage. It's burning down, so it's sportsman-like. The guessing the tree thing, understand this, guys. One guy on my page actually kind of got it. If you have a car, okay, this is the best way I guess I could put this. Bobby Ducote, great guy, doesn't have a mega budget, doesn't have a fucking 390 car. If Bobby Ducote guessed that light on me, I wouldn't blame him. Because at the end of the day, we all have that same option. It's not cheating because you had the option to do it too. If you choose not to, that's on you. Now, I will not guess a light. I did it that one time. I'll never do it again, but that's just me. That's my rules. That's what I hold myself to, my accountability. But I'm not going to get mad at the guy that guesses, or the guy that pushes the tree or takes a shot at the tree. That's what they call taking a shot at the tree. Most guys that get them 001 reaction, they took a shot at the tree. They made a guess, and it worked out. So if somebody like Bobby, who's under horsepower from everybody else, now I don't know what Bobby is now, let me clarify that. But when Bobby first started, I mean, damn, he's kind of like the underdog. So, I mean, he took every advantage he could, but Bobby wasn't chicken shit about it. And when I say that, if you said you knew Bobby was going to guess the tree, you come up there with a 390 car, of course he's going to. He's taking advantage of what he can. Not cheating. It's not cheating. He's taking a shot at the tree. Just like if all four of them bulbs were lit, when those guys cut them perfect reaction times, they're taking a shot at the tree. Your personal feelings on it doesn't matter. Bobby Cody, he'll guess a tree on you, he'll tell you that. The problem is, if somebody asks you that, which nobody should ask that question, you should go up there and run your race regardless of what that guy's going to do. If he guesses the tree, that is his option and his right based on the rules. He can do it. That's his call. I made the call not to guess the light. If that cost me a race, that's on me. I had the same opportunity. It's only cheating if the other guy doesn't have the opportunity to do the same thing. In my opinion, for what the fuck my opinion's worth. If I roll up there and Ryan Martin can guess the light, but I can't, that's cheating. But I had that same option. Me, Robin, Ryan Martin, these are the people I know will not guess a light. Larry Larson, Rich Bruder, there are guys, Dean Carnes, there's a bunch of guys that will not guess that light, but that's their decision. They can't get mad at the guy beside them that guesses the light because it's not cheating. Not cheating, guys. It's taking advantage of everything you can. But if you tell somebody you're not going to, that's wrong. That's the problem. If you say you're not going to guess the light, then don't guess the light. If something happens, it's an accident. It's an accident. But the guessing the tree thing, now I believe that they pretty much got that taken care of. I think now you try to guess that light, you're going to get bit by a red bulb. But it's racing, guys. So those of you that think it's cutting a good light, technically it is. Technically it is cutting a good light. But you're not using these as a judgment. You're just literally guessing or taking a shot at the tree. Like I said, guys, I just wanted to explain why there's controversy over it. Everybody that pulls up there, in my opinion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up there. I'm going to run my race. I'm not going to worry about who's beside me. I'm not going to worry about who's guessing the light or whether he's not going to guess the light. I'm going to try to do the best when I see that green to be off of that button as soon as I see it, as quick as I can see it. And I'm going to run my race. I'm going to put the tune-up in the car. Tyree's going to put the tune-up in the car that he feels just like Nick did, that he feels like we can win with. That's just me. Everybody has their own opinion. The cool thing about all of this is when you guys start arguing and fighting, you make our ratings go up, and we love you for that. So keep arguing, keep fighting, but now you understand, I hope, more about how a tree works and what the guessing a tree is about in NPK or any no preparation or any green light racing. Like I said, no company makes a tree that is perfect where you can put that it's 0 time between here and the green light, because somebody would stage the green light would be on. So right now, I think they've came up with a way to narrow your chances of getting away with it, but it is what it is. What everybody needs to do is go out and run their race the way they want to run their race, run their car the way they want to run their car, and race how they want to race. At the end of the day, it ain't my call to say whether they're right or wrong. It's not your call to say whether they're right or wrong. It's only what they feel like in their heart. Hope this explains everything. There's how light works.